Mark Musick, the municipal judge of Jackson County, died today, May 5th, 2025. He was my friend, and we were professional associates. Let me share a few memories of Mark in our professional relationship as attorneys. I was a common pleas judge from 1987 through 1992, and Mark was a young lawyer practicing in my court. He worked on lots of divorce cases. Back in those days, almost always the mother got custody of the children, and the father got visitation rights. In one divorce case, Mark announced that he and his client, the father, were going to fight for custody. Mark did fight for custody with evidence and arguments, and he won. After that, the atmosphere shifted a little for dads. Moms and dads started out even in the custody struggle, and the outcome depended upon evidence. During my days on the bench, Mark and Mary Bone Kunze were the top practitioners of domestic law. They both brought in lots of witnesses. I have told this story elsewhere about Mark's criminal defense work. He employed a private investigator just like on television. One time he was able to prove that law enforcement had focused on the wrong man. The victim's statement described certain tattoos. Mark's client had no such tattoos, and Mark hired an expert witness to prove that no tattoos had been removed. His investigator even found the correct suspect, and Mark subpoenaed him to trial and kept him in a separate room in the courthouse. Mark waited to spring all this on the prosecutor until after the jury had been selected and seated for trial. That way, so-called jeopardy attached, and Mark's client couldn't be tried again for the same crime. Needless to say, the charges were dropped promptly, and Mark's client walked out of the courthouse. When campaigning for public office, it is an advantage to remember names. Mark not only remembered names, but he also remembered the telephone number that went with each name. He was easily elected to the municipal bench. His hearing technique was characterized by respect and patience for the people brought before him. His empathy was obvious. Mark thought that being a municipal court judge involved more than presiding at hearings and trials. Behind the scenes, he advocated for more jail space, in part to provide a setting for his strategy to cope with the county's special problems. He organized a drug court, for which he received numerous commendations. He always pondered what a court system could do to help criminal defendants overcome drug addiction. While the task is enormously difficult, he made steady progress and was instrumental in turning many lives around. As a municipal judge, he was part hearing magistrate, part politician, part planner, and part philosopher. Mark Musick served our community well, and we will miss him.